Hi everyone, welcome back for another tutorial on this channel. If you're a new or returning viewer, kindly please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be alerted of every new video that I post on Wednesdays. So today we are going to learn how to make this mesh cover up. I just love the color combination. It turned out beautiful the way I liked it, and I styled it with a jean trouser and a bikini top. Just the perfect look. So this, even if you are not at the beach, you can wear this and go hang out, somewhere where it's open and have that summer vibe. So you will use any yarn of your choice. I use 100% acrylic yarn. So let's get into the tutorial. In this tutorial, these are the yarn that I'm going to use. I have a lot of stash yarn, so I'm just getting rid of most of it. As usual, I'll be using a lightweight yarn and will combine 2 strands. You'll need a scissor, needle, a 4.5mm hook. You can use a 4mm hook if you wish, and a tape measure. That is, if you will be combining 2 strands or using a medium weight yarn. Otherwise, the hook size can be checked on the kind of yarn that you'll be using. We will start with this color and progress to these other ones later. I'm going to be making a very long chain. We will make a mesh cover up. I want it to be very long, oversized. I mostly make myself 20 inches, but for this tutorial I want a back panel that is at least 23 inches. So I don't know how many number of chains those are going to be. I will just make a very long chain and then continue to crochet until I get my 23 inches. I'm also aware that as we work this mesh cover up, it might shrink, so we will see how that goes. To make a chain, you'll wrap your yarn on your hook like this and then pull up a loop, pull it tight like that. For now, if your back panel is 20 and you want it to be fitting, you are going to make a chain that is very long and only crochet 20 inches. Since my back panel is 20 and I want an oversized mesh cover up, I am going to crochet a very long chain and then make me let's say 23 inches and get back right here when I'm done making that long chain. Catch you when I'm at the end of my chain for us to start row 1. I have made a very long chain. I wasn't even counting. So to start row 1, you are going to count 1, 2, 3 and then make a double crochet in the first stitch like that. The first chain 3 counts as a stitch, so chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 6 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in the 7th chain make a double crochet and then make another double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 6 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in the 7th stitch here make a double crochet. Like that. Chain 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 6 again, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then in the 7th stitch here make a double crochet, make another double crochet in the next chain like that. So you will repeat this until you get the desired inches which you want. I'm going to make 23 inches and come back right here when I'm done. I'm at the end of my row 1. I got my 23 inches and decided to add it 3 more inches to make it 26 like that. This pattern is going to be shrinking at a later stage, so in case it shrinks, it is not too small, can be somewhere between 23 to 26 inches. Like I said, I want to make an oversized mesh cover up. For example, if your back panel is 20 inches and you are going to be making that exact 20 inches, I advise that you add it 2 or 3 more inches, so that if it shrinks along the way, you are not badly off. I hope this explanation helps. So I have 26 inches here, knowing very well that this might shrink at a later stage. This is not the first time I'm making a mesh cover up, but this is the first time I'm doing it on camera, and the ones which I've been making, they kind of tend to shrink along the way. For the next row, you are going to be chaining 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, turn your work. I'll get rid of this yarn at a later stage. So row 2 is where we are now going to start creating our stitch pattern. Ouch, I forgot to make, yeah, you can say that this can easily be missed. You started the row with 2 double crochets and you are going to end the row with 2 double crochets. So for row 2 is where I will repeat row 1 but a little bit differently. So chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, turn your work and then put 2 double crochets in this space here. Chain 6 again, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then make 2 double crochets in this space. You will repeat this up to the end of your row. 2 3 4 5 6. Like that. So what we're doing here, we are creating a diamond shape which looks like this, and this is how our pattern is going to look as we go. So repeat this up to when you reach here. I'm going to show you all how to end this row. This is where I'm going to end row 2. So chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. In this space here, make 2 double crochet. Like that. Chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then place on top of this chain 3 which you made at the beginning, insert your hook there, make 1 double crochet. Like that. chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, turn your work, and in this space here make 2 double crochets. Like that. So this is how your pattern is looking like. We have already started row 3. Now you are going to repeat this up to this point. I am going to meet you when we are ending row 3. After that, I'll leave those of you who are not switching yarn to continue making this up to your desired length. Catch you when I'm at the end of row 3 here. I'm at the end of row 3. So you're going to end row 3 with 2 double crochets in this same space. So this is how you end row 3. Maybe let's do one more row. After that, I'll leave you to continue so that you don't get lost. For those of us who are switching yarn, I'll come back here and show you how to switch yarn. Catch you. To start row 4, you are going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn your work. And then put 2 double crochets in this same space. And then chain 6 again. Put 2 double crochets in this space. Now repeat this up to this point. I'm going to meet you at the end of this row. Row 3, we ended with 2 double crochets in the same space, and row 4 we started with that. Now you are going to end row 4 with 2 double crochets in this same space. Let me meet you at the end of this row. Now we are ending row 4. You are going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and end with 2 double crochets in this space. Like that. This is row 4. You started with this and ended with 2 double crochets in the same space. You're going to start row 5 with a chain 6 and end with 2 double crochets in the same space. I'm going to be crocheting. I want this to be very long up to my hem. Now I'm going to be crocheting. For me to switch yarn, I will place what I've crocheted and see if it has reached where my knee is, and then come back here to show you people how to switch yarn. For those of you who are not switching yarn, keep crocheting until it can reach your hem. We will meet right back here when we are done with what we will be crocheting. I have crocheted up to a point where I want to switch my yarn. So I place this down at my hem and it touches my knee. Let's take a measurement of it. This stretches, by the way, it does stretch. So if I take the measurement, it's giving me something around 15, which is even probably more than that because it keeps stretching. And I mentioned at the beginning of this tutorial that as you keep on working, the whole stuff keeps shrinking. And if we measure this back panel, you see it's 22 inches, but you know, when you stretch it out, it can even stretch up to 24. So this is not so bad because as I crochet it will shrink, but at the end of the day, you know that you've gotten the exact measurement of what you want. My back panel is supposed to be 23 inches, but we made 3 more inch extra to cover up for that part when it shrinks. Now let's attach our new yarn. This is how you're going to do it. You're going to make a double crochet in here. You'll pull through 2 and then get the next yarn that you're switching to pull through it like that, and then chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn your work and repeat this pattern. For this yarn color, you make 5 rows. It's first, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how 5 rows look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not bad. So you're going to crochet this color 5 rows. After that, I'll switch to this color and make 1 row because I don't have a lot of this yarn. I'll make 1 row in this, and then make another 2 rows in this. When I'm done crocheting these 3 colors, I will switch back to the beige and keep crocheting. For this, you really need to know the measurement you're working with. We are crocheting a mess which will touch our hem, so I will keep crocheting and interchanging my yarn until I achieve my desired length. For the next set of exchange in yarn will be somewhere around my chest, so I will meet you right back here when I'm done crocheting my desired length, so that we start working on the back panel. But if you want to switch yarn, you can just get back to how I switched it and continue with the entire tutorial. I am through with crocheting my back panel. I decided to sit through the night and proceeded to make the front panel, but this is how my back panel looks like. We started our row from here, and then we started here. You can already see how it turned out to be. It kept shrinking, but that is not bad because this really stretches out. You can see how this stretches out. Is not something that should scare you so much. We started from here and made 5 rows in this, 1 row in green, and then 1 row in, this is brown, I think this is brown, yeah, almost burnt orange. And then I crocheted this white up to where my chest is, and then I switched yarn again. I made 5 rows in this gray, 1 row in green, and then 1 row in this brown, and continued to crochet. The entire length of this is around 50 inches, somewhere there, and it touches my hem. Okay, I decided to make the front panel. This is one side of my front panel, and this is the second one. It is half of what I have here, this, like that. I'm just going to arrange this. What can fit the camera, you'll be able to see it, but you can already get a picture of what I'm talking about here. So this is half of my front panel, like that. This really stretches out. You can see it that way, that, and then this is the other part. Like that. Okay, so basically we are done with both the front and back panel. Now we are going to join this to the back panel. Now before we attach, you need to figure out which one is the good and bad side. This is the bad side facing me upward, and this other side is the good one. You know that by the way how the double crochet you made looks like. This is the knitted part, so it is the one which is under, and the bad side is facing me upward. Same for this one. When you align the front panel, you need to make sure that instead of the bad part facing you upward, it should be the good side. Meanwhile, the bad part should be inside, because this is how you will attach it. Is that all right? And I'm not going to use a slip stitch to attach this. We'll use a chain. So you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then come to this corner here. Make a single crochet. Now you'll turn your work like this. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come. Yeah. Yes, it's like that. Like that. Come to this part here and make a single crochet, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come here and make a single crochet. Yeah, this looks much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this other part. Looks much better, much better. So we'll join this up to the end of this front panel. I'm going to meet you when we'll be attaching the next part. Catch you until then. It's just a matter of joining using a single crochet until you reach the end of the front panel. Now I'm approaching to the end of the front panel. I've already made my chain 6, which I will attach here with a single crochet like that. So this is how it looks like after joining. You are going to get the next panel. Check which side is the bad one. This is the bad one, so it goes under. The good side need to face you upward, and we join it to the remaining pieces. My front panels are identical to each other, and it is half of what I crocheted. You need to ensure that your front panels are half of what you have crocheted. I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and when I count, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they are identical to each other. I'm going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Join here using a single crochet like that, and then chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I come here, and make a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This might not really fit all the screen, but I'm just going to ensure that the most important parts for this tutorial are on the screen. So instead of joining this here, you are going to join it to this part. The other 6 is going to come here. The next 6 will go there. 6 again. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and then 6. We will end here. I'll show you how to join it here. Skip this one and join it to this part like that. Chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then attach it in here. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then join it to this other part like that. Look at that. All right, you continue this up to this part, and we will meet again when we shall start working on the sleeves. While you're here, kindly please subscribe to my channel, and if you're a returning viewer and haven't subscribed to my channel, please today don't leave without subscribing. It means so much to me. And don't forget to turn the notification bell on so that you'll be alerted of every new video that I upload, mostly on Wednesdays between 7 to 7:30 p.m. East African time. Now I'm on to the last bit. You are going to go on top of this double crochet, I was hiding in loose ends earlier while taking a break, so it's a little bit tight. You go on top of it there, or the price you pay, and slip stitch like that. So this is how your work looks like. If you fold this, you are definitely going to get the desired result. This is now our two panels joined together like that. This doesn't fit the screen, but at least when you join this and align it properly, you are able to get the picture of what you are working with here. There we are. This fits the screen, and you can already see when you align this properly, it looks like up to your hem like that. And we take a measurement of this. I'm a medium weight person, but I like baggy things. That's why I wanted to make something which is baggy. It's at 22, but at some point in the future when I wash this, it is definitely going to give me the desired result that I want. For those of you who block your projects, you will get that desired. You see, this is 23 inches, just what I wanted. Now for the next part, you are going to cut out this yarn. First, we secure it with a slip stitch somewhere here. And then somewhere in here, cut out the yarn. Like that. Now we are going to work on the sleeves. For the sleeves, I want the sleeves to be a little bit baggy, not too small, not too big, just enough. And I will get a measurement of at least 10 inches. Oh God, I just always have to be very careful when I'm aligning my work, because I don't want the other side being up and then the other one is really down. Yeah, so I'm considering I'm considering crocheting all through here, the entire white. I don't know if this gives me the 10 inches on both sides, altogether 20 inches all round. No, so it's going to start it's going to start somewhere here. That's why I'm going to start crocheting in the round, the 10 inches, or better yet, just start from here. And this is still my good side, so I will attach my yarn in here. Let's first make sure that, yes, I'll attach my yarn in here. To here. Make a chain. I'll chain 3. And then make another double crochet in here. In here. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then make a double crochet in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make another double crochet in here. Like that. We will do this all round. I'm going to meet you at the end of this row. I'm not going to make a sleeve, that is very long. I want a sleeve which is somewhere here, not down there, just somewhere here. So as I crochet, I'll keep putting this on myself until I get the desired length which I need. But if you want it longer, you extend it up to where your cuff is. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 double crochets in here. Do this all around. I'll meet you when I'm ending the row here. Now I'm approaching to the end of my row. This is where we started from. So I'm going to go, I'm going to go in this space here, make 2 double crochets. Instead of joining this here and we turn our work, I will be crocheting in the round. So this is what I'll do. I'll chain 6. 1, 2, 5, 6, and then continue to make my, like that. That's also another alternative. So repeat this all round until you get your desired length. You will be able to know where your row starts and ends. This will help you as a guide, but if you're not so sure, you can use a stitch marker, but I'm going to be using this to figure out where my row starts and ends. So your new row starts here. Let me try to look for a stitch marker and get back to you. I've gotten my stitch marker, so the row ended here. I'll just put a stitch marker and know where the next row will start, so that by the time you end making your desired length, you'll know where to stop with these sleeves. I will keep putting the stitch markers just to show you people where my row started and ended. I'm now going to keep extending this up to somewhere here. Meet you when I'm done. I'm through with making the sleeves of this mesh cover up. These stitch markers helped me know how many rows I made, and I kept trying this on until when it was somewhere here. I have 11 rows of my sleeves. We are now going to end this row. The 11th row started here, so we are going to end by chaining 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then use a slip stitch to join here. This is how long I wanted my sleeve to be. So if you want your sleeve to extend up to your cuff, you're going to have to continue adding more rows to this. The next part is for us to make treble crochet all around so that we can have a neater sleeve. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then wrap my yarn on my hook twice. I'll have 3 loops on my hook, and then come in here, pull up a loop. I'll have 4 loops on my hook, pull through 2, pull through 2 again, pull through all. I'm going to make 2 more treble crochets in this space. I'm saying these 2 are enough. I don't need to make another. You make another treble crochet on top of this double crochet. And then another one in the next stitch where the stitch marker is. Then in this space you put treble crochets. I'm going to put 4 more. Let's see how it looks like. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that doesn't look bad. Then another treble crochet on top of this double crochet. Then in the next stitch, like that. So this doesn't look bad, which means in every space that I have here, I'm going to put 5 treble crochets. I will crochet this all around, do the same, and we meet right here when we are going to join our row. I'm at the end of my row. For us to join this row, you're going to go on top of the chain 3 which you made at the beginning and slip stitch. You slip stitch in the next stitch, slip stitch in the next, pull out your yarn, get your scissor and cut it out. Now you've been able to make your sleeve. This is just enough for me. You will again work on the other side of the sleeve, which I have already done. After you are done with the 2 sleeves, you are going to join the sides of this mess. I use a needle to join my sides. From here to this point, I had to use the gray yarn and then join the white connected to the gray until I join the white yarn to join this all down. So let's start to join this other side. This is what you will do. So we are done with aligning this properly. You get your needle. I'm going to start with the gray yarn like that and cut it out. This is what I'll do. You will attach your yarn from here using a needle. You can use single crochet or a slip stitch. like that. Okay, we'll just join this side, ensure that it is properly aligned. I'm going to go ahead and join this side up to the end, come back here and reveal to you how that looks like before we can complete this tutorial. Like that. I will join this. When I reach here, I cut out this yarn, attach the white one to join the side, and also remove the white yarn, join the gray until when I can join this up to the end. Here, catch you when I'm all done joining the sides of this mesh cover up. I have completed to join the sides. Now I'm going to hide the tail of this yarn like that. Get my scissor and cut it out. We are through with joining the sides of this mesh cover up. Let me show you how our cover up has turned out. So you can see how this turned out, and even from down here. The next is for us to make treble crochets on the sides of our mesh cover up. I'm going to have to start from here. We'll make treble crochets up to this corner. When we reach the corner here, I'm going to meet you again, but for now let's attach our yarn here in this corner. Insert your hook in there, chain 3, then make a treble crochet, 1, then make 4 more or what can fit inside this chain. This is 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to make 1 more. Like that. And then make a treble crochet on top of this double crochet. I'm hiding my tail of the yarn as I go. And then make in the next stitch like that. Okay, so make this treble crochet in every space that you see here. I'm going to meet you when I'm at the end of this row here, so that we can start working on this other side all round. I have crocheted up to the end, so this is how it looks like. Now we are going to start crocheting on this side. For us to do that, you're going to make a treble crochet inside this chain, like that, and then you are going to make 2 more treble crochet inside there. This is so far 2, 3, so that it gives us that curve to start working on this other side. Now make a treble crochet in here, and then on top of this double crochet from the other row, make another one inside here, okay, then like that. So you can now see how this has carved out. As you crochet, this will flatten out like this. Now you will crochet this up to this point here, all around, until when we can meet somewhere here to complete this row. But ensure that when you are in the corner, put 3 treble crochets in the same stitch. That is going to help you carve the other way around. If 3 is not bringing in the result that you want, you will have to put 4 treble crochets in the same stitch. 3 did the work for me, so I'm going to continue crocheting all around until when we can meet somewhere here to join our row. I'm now almost at the end of this row. We are at the corner. I'm going to ask us to put 3 treble crochets in this space here. So this is 1, this is 2, this is the 3rd one. And now you're going to join with a slip stitch on top of this chain 3 which you made at the beginning. Slip stitch in the next stitch, slip stitch in the next one, pull out your yarn, and cut it out. So this is how the entire thing looks like. You have a curve here, same for this other side with this, which means we have come to the end of this tutorial. You are going to get your needle and hide out this loose end, like that, which I'll do later. But this is how your work looks like. You can check from the pictures I posted at the beginning of this tutorial. But this basically is just how your work looks like this, like this, and like that. Make sure that you hide out all your loose ends. With that, we have come to the end of this tutorial. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my social media handles in my description box below. Otherwise, catch you again in my next tutorial. Bye.